What's up, everybody? Nobody watching yet. Nobody might not watch at all. I hope you do. What are you doing? Look who shows up. Look who shows up.
Woo! There, gotta be now.
What are you doing, buddy?
Come over to see if you was catching anything.
Forgot my tripod today. Seems like every time I go fishing, I forget something. I'll try not to, D. Right now, you don't have to worry about it. What's up, guys? Got 2 people watching. Who we got watching here? It ain't telling me. I wonder if you can do this right here. Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, I ain't got my teeth in. I'm going to turn it back around. I don't care. Look who's showing up here. Look here. Look. Man, I'm so happy he come up here today. I love old Ricky Dean. The fishing machine. Let's watch these rods here. I got 2 skipjack heads on. I had to cut them down way past the gill plates to use them. I've got very small hooks on, 8/0. Of course, that's all you need to be fishing right here, right now. I'm using the 8/0 backstabbers. Here he comes. Here he comes. There he is. There's Ricky Dean, the
Woo!
fishing machine.
You can come try to catch us some fish.
Heck yeah.
Good Lord willing.
Yeah, he'll bless us with something, hopefully.
Lord's always willing.
I got you on YouTube. I'm going live. First time ever.
I've never done that. Are we gonna try?
Yeah.
See if something's here.
Yep. Man, I really like that rod holder right there. I hope something don't freight train it and knock it in the water.
That's Stacy's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that thing.
No way to secure it in the rocks?
No, I've tried to push it down. I don't think it'll go anywhere.
Shouldn't.
No. I've rigged it up best I could here.
I always run mine with free spool when I'm off the bank.
Oh, do you?
That's just personal. I don't want to see my rod go in the water.
No, I really don't either.
Which is not to say that it will, or it won't.
Well, the current ain't that strong right now anyway, is it?
The current's perfect for floating balloons. Just put a skipjack underneath it.
Yep.
I've caught many rockfish here in the 40-pound class. Knowing that when nobody else was here.
I lost a good one here, one night on a cut skipjack.
Last one I caught over here on cut skipjack weighed 38.
Good grief.
Caught him right over there on those rocks. I was gonna let it go, but a gentleman said he needed it for his family,
Yeah.
so I'm like, enjoy it. They're gonna come out here.
Look here.
That's what I said.
They're all.
There's fish.
Yep.
That's where I saw that one blow up on that. He was probably chasing a skippy out of the water.
Yep.
Whatever that was, he just splashed.
Yep.
Might be able to get a nibble. It's that time.
Yep.
You like your new rods?
Oh yeah. Do you like them?
Yeah, they're nice. I got one of each actually from my grandsons. I got them a green, an orange, and a blue. I just got 4 new anvil rods.
Are they pretty good?
Oh yeah, they're nice. And I got 4 or 3 Mag Tatters, the Salty Dog series.
Yeah, I like them.
That's what Cindy called her 50-pounder on.
They're good rods.
Yeah, before my operation, I went ahead and gave her that rod and my new reel to use, because I had gotten them from hookers. And I like that too. And she's been using it since. Time for me to put mine into use too.
Yeah. I've got one at home. I remember I wanted up there.
Yep. I'll tell you what, it's a good rod. You got a little extra length on there so you can get distance.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the key.
They're right out there in the middle of that channel, ain't they?
Running an edge. There's a hump right there where it comes up on this shoal. It's the shoal goes from over here and it goes right on out, around, and then back over. And they're right on the edge of that hump. Probably bait stacking up on it because of the current.
Yeah.
There was a time when I would not only walk all the way down there, I'd run.
I know.
The old body don't work that way anymore. I'm still trying to build up a little stamina.
You're the machine, Ricky.
Yeah. I just got it in first gear right now. Granny gear.
You said granny gear.
Yeah. Eventually it'll be like back to normal. Of course I did pull another all-nighter.
You fish all night?
Well, yeah, I fished all day and then all night and then all day the next day.
Oh, Lord.
And I said, okay, that's pretty good.
Where'd you get that bag at right there? I like that bag.
That was my dad's.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it.
And I just got back from Florida and he died. And
Well, I'm sorry, Ricky.
I turned this into my skipjack bag.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I figured he would enjoy that. He'd be like, yep, I expected that. Only thing I wanted to his was this fishing stuff. This was my rod. It's a Chasing Jack's rod.
Is that a chasing cat rod?
Chasing Jack, same
Oh,
company.
oh. Man, that's a nice rod.
She's stout. You ain't used to using it. She's stout.
That's what he said. That's
He said, she said. Let's see what I got here.
Rodney, it is. I'm gonna tell you what. I've had bad luck today. I've missed 3.
Smiley face balloons.
Oh, Ricky here's gonna throw out a balloon here in a minute.
I don't think so, but
I'm just messing.
You don't know. I love catching a striper.
Very finicky, Tennessee catfishing. Very
Why
finicky.
do catfish people hate stripers so much?
I don't hate them.
You know what I mean?
I'll take a big striper or a big blue any day of the week.
Every time I get nailed by a good fish, I'm like, this is fun.
I don't care. I just love the tug.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sometimes them big old stripers make you feel like you're gonna pull your daggum arms off.
You remember when I posted my ugly stick getting broken in half?
Yeah.
You know, that was a 50-pound striper from 4th of July night.
Good grief.
I thought it was another 100-pound class catfish.
You know, I caught a striper one time down there at Airmal. Well, what is that called? I can't say that word. Yeah, Farragut Park on the 4th of July, and it died.
Yeah, well, this one, my rod had gotten snagged, and instead of trying to...
Yes, very small, Rodney, very small.
I just put it in free spool and set it down, and that fish pulled it off the snag. When I locked in, all heck broke loose. But I never pulled it out of the water. I brought it in with a half an ugly stick.
That would have made a great video.
Freaking ugly. Well, I got the end of it. I showed the stick. But, oh man, it was a crazy fight. I loved it. You don't get them like that all the
They
time.
might be wanting grubs.
Well, they're going to be wanting whatever I'm going to throw at them. Whether they like it or not.
I've been throwing flies all day good morning. I had 2 chase it right to the bank, and that doesn't sense.
Well, I told my friends that some of the times I'll be using some of my dad's old stuff.
Yeah.
And they said, well, what if they don't like it? And I said, well, I'll just jump in the water there with them and shove it down their throat. So they're going to like it whether they like it or not.
Right.
I'm getting ready to show you that. We're going to take something out of here.
I'll tell you what, Ricky, I'm going to film you for a minute. These rods ain't doing nothing. I believe we've had better luck fishing on the bank.
All I'm doing is
Up on
figuring
the bank.
some things out. These are lures that my dad had.
You better not fish with them, Ricky. You better keep them. You'll lose them here.
That's what they're designed for.
Right.
They made either catch fish or die trying, according to my dad.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Catch fish or die trying. Either way.
D, these are the Mad Cats. I'm using the Mad Cat Blazing and the Mad Cat Bolt.
And they are good rods.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I'm about to reel them in so you have a bigger place to fish. You know how it is here. Heck, they may turn it on right before dark or something, or later in the evening.
Well, they're going to turn on when I turn on.
Well, yeah.
That's the way it works.
You're here now, buddy.
That's the way it works, man. If they don't want to bite, I'm going to make them bite. If they're here. And if I'm lucky. And if God says yes.
That's right. That's what it's all about right there.
But I can talk turkey.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh, I almost shot you that time.
I'm going to pop me one. I'll have me a boat. I think that right there's... If anybody on here watching knows, is this right across from us where we're at? Is this the State Farm Wildlife Management area?
It's either there or down that way.
Because I know it borders
There's
here
a couple
somewhere.
of, creeks that run up inside there over there. And people are always stopping over that way, so I don't know for positive.
Because there was a gobbler over here this morning. just hammering.
Lee, how many times have I hit you up? Well, you was out turkey hunting and said I just seen 50 or 75.
I know.
You know I don't lie.
Oh, I know.
I was sitting there watching them all around my feet and everything. Like, what are you doing here?
And I'm up here tromping around 300-400 yards in the woods trying to get them.
Yeah, and they're all over me. I'm like, what are you guys doing out here? Okay, you're safe. You know I'm not going to get you. Me and Travis were fishing one day, and about 50 of them come out on the bank. And then they flew across to this little farm, hung out there for a while. I hooked a striper on one of them little jigs. I had a blazing 15-second fight.
15-second fight, he said.
He straightened that hook right out.
I bet that's the best fight of your life, wouldn't it?
One of them.
For 15 seconds anyway. Good gosh, I about done a backflip across these rocks.
I watched Diane do the same thing though with one, and it was about 25 pounds. We got her on video.
Really?
Yeah, she caught it. I was chasing skipjacks in Sinking Creek, and this one hit a jig. Hit one of these twister tails. And I just looked at her. I said, "You want it?" She says, "Yeah."
I got to go to Walmart and get me a bunch of those. Tis the season, right, Ricky?
Yeah. You don't want to go there after I do. I've been known to walk up to the rack and go, I got enough for a couple days.
So you're the reason I had to drive all the way to West Knoxville.
Yeah, but
No.
if you hooked me up somewhere, I would have handed you a pack.
I'm all right.
You know what I mean? No, I actually haven't been there yet this year.
I
went to this place called Shelton's down in Alabama. It's an online store. Everything in it, wholesale or below. Packs of these were $1.50, $2.
So you just rig it up like a Foley spoon?
Why not? Put some stuff on there so that the fish will eat it.
Yep.
And I got 1.5-inch ones from them. This reel right here, $159 retail. I paid $59 for it.
Really?
Yeah, and it's smooth as silk.
Man, it'd be awesome if we'd get a daggum fish to freight train this.
We're getting ready to. That's right. I tell you what,
I'd love to fish in Mississippi, Rodney.
For you to run into a 50-pound striper up here. Or kitty cat.
You tell me it now. I've got skipjack heads on both these.
Well, let me tell you, rockfish love them skipjack heads.
Oh, I know. Watch me lose that daggum rod holder right here first time I ever go live.
I've got quite a few pictures on different phones of rockfish and me standing on this bank.
I know.
And they're all running between 35 and 40 pounds. No giants, but good ones. Well, I think the rig is backwards. I wonder if it'll still work.
I hope so. It should. You might never know. That might be the way the skipjack won it today.
Yeah, he was a retard.
Oh, Lord.
Hell, for that matter, I might just put a Foley on the end. Yeah, I meant to put this one here. To be.
I would.
You know what? If it don't work the way I want it to, 1 cast, 2 casts, reload.
Yep.
What's that gonna take? A couple minutes out of my lifetime? Sit here and BS with a friend?
I'm glad I run into
glad
you.
You're here.
Yeah, I'm off today from...
Josh, I've been wanting to see you for a long time.
Dude, I just work about 13, 14 hours a day sometimes.
I know.
I went back to the schools and
You're back at the schools now?
yeah, I got my life back on track real good now.
You know, the school system's pretty good to people.
Yes, they are.
I got something for that later once we're not live anymore.
That's right, I do too. Heck yeah, Rodney, sounds good.
It's amazing how deep it is here on this shoreline.
I know. And then how shallow it is out there.
When you get everything, all the water in,
Yeah.
and you're standing on these rocks barely out of the water. So I caught you.
That's all right. Here, I'm getting ready to reel them in.
That far up.
Here, I'm going to reel them in.
Sorry, I'm out. Did that once.
Yeah, there were some big fish. I mean, some big fish busting out there earlier, and I tried to get as close as I could to them. They might have just been bait.
These rods are real good for dead sticking.
What, these?
These real
Oh,
chasing jacks.
yeah.
Stout. I was trying to get something that I wouldn't break in half on these skipjacks. Because typically we break a couple free rods every year. And destroy reels. That's why I bought that other reel. Trying to get something that'll hold up a little bit. Maybe more than 1 year.
What is the best spinning reel you can get with one of them?
I don't know. I use a lot of them. I had good luck with the Lew's reels. They hold up pretty good, a year or two. Your Daiwa series, that one over there's a Daiwa. It's got really smooth as silk.
Yeah.
If it breaks, I guess it's not bad.
I really like that reel right there.
But I have flat wore out some reels.
I like that rod too.
I got that rod with a reel that matched it. Walmart had a broken tip on it. I picked it up for $11.
Lord, people probably couldn't hear me. I had the volume all the way down, Ricky.
And after I got it, about a year later, pretty much everything disintegrated in the reel.
Oh, Lord. I tell you, the reel I do not like is them Cast King Rovers.
Cast Kings are what we call Menyangs.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, there's a lot of people I know that swear by them.
Yeah.
Or use a similar version of them. And everything I've ever seen was junk.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm not one to badmouth the flipping,
Well, I caught a fish one night down there at Carl Cowan. Thomas Esslinger can back this up. It was probably it's probably high 20s. Close to 30-pound fish. But after I caught that fish on that reel, that reel had so much sloth in the gears.
It's just coming apart. I fished a tournament, and Vidito was fishing the same tournament. Well, I believe it was Nickeljack. And he just got brand new.
Yeah, I remember old Chris telling me that.
And his first fish, he had to hand over hand that fish. It was real thin hard on him.
That's awful.
And it was 9 pounds.
9 pounds. Good grief.
So needless to say, they hit me. He was so upset.
I'll tell you what about these Mad Cat rods. I really like them, but I'd rather have heavy action than medium heavy.
Yeah, you really like these the salty dog. Which one did you get? Heavy or medium?
I got the heavy one. I love it.
You're gonna love that one. And these
I caught one about 20 pound at Singleton, and it had a lot of fun reeling it in on that rod.
those anvil heavies are stout. They're nice and stout. They got visibility is excellent at light at night.
Yeah, I talked to James. He said they're fixing to make some neon and white ones.
Heck yeah. I'll get in on some of that.
I will too.
The one thing you're gonna see probably on my boat, no matter what boat I have or what I got,
I get my boat tomorrow.
is you're gonna see me with multiple companies' stuff. Okay, Hook and Terminal Tackle sponsors me with a lot of stuff. They help me.
Hey, Lisa.
Great people. Great
Burrito.
But that doesn't mean everything I use is going to be theirs. You know, because there's enough for everybody.
Yeah, there sure is.
And I have other people say, here, try this, try this, try this. I'm like, okay.
Tried everything once, I say.
Okay. And when I can't use
Fishing wise.
Because I want everybody to have access to good stuff.
Yeah, I do too.
If I see somebody out here ain't catching any fish or anything, well, I'm going to try to help them.
Yeah.
That's one of my goals in life is to help people catch fish. Watch the smiles on their face when they do. Especially
Yeah.
kids,
Yes.
but everybody.
I get a kick out of Facebook watching them little kids reel in them bluegill and stuff.
Oh, heck yeah. Look at old Hunter Hall. He'd go out there to Poland Creek tournaments. This tall. Running around that little rod back and forth on the bank. Catching some bluegills, putting them in a bucket. Then he'd go out and win the tournament.
He would?
Yeah! Win the tournament. The bomb. I loved every minute of it.
Look out there. They're just right out there out of reach.
Well, it ain't out of reach. Just thinks it is.
I might leave them rods there, Ricky. I don't know. What would you do?
Are they hurting anything?
No?
You know what David Houseman told me?
What's that?
I called him over to one of the spots I was catching skipjacks one day. He'd been running for over a week.
Yeah, he works his butt off
And
trying to get them
I
things.
called him over and he comes up, he walks up to where I'm at, pulls a skipjack out of my bucket and cuts it up. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And throws it out. Well, before he can get his skipjack rod out and cast it, rod's going off. He got a 35-pound, I believe, flathead.
Good grief.
And then come back on top of it with a blue in the same range, all within 5 minutes.
That's why
And I
they...
said, Dave, I never once thought about catfishing here. Never. He said, if you catch 'em bait, throw a line out.
Yep.
You never know until you throw.
That's what he says.
That's Catfish Dave.
That's why he's called Catfish Dave.
That's right. He says, wherever you're at, he says, who knows, you got bait there? Well, Billy Davis told me when I was learning to strike bass, he says, you find the bait, you find the fish.
Yeah, that's very... Yeah.
I knew that from saltwater. That's why, even though I didn't know I was doing things wrong or right, I was catching catfish.
Yeah.
Following bait and following bait trails. So you get your boat tomorrow?
Yeah. It's not a catfish boat, but...
What do you mean? Does it float?
Yeah.
Does it have a motor?
Yeah.
It's a catfish boat. My 84-pounder, I had 2 rod holders on there from Walmart, holding balloons with skipjacks. I had another one stuck under my seat with another balloon with a skipjack. It died. I cut it up and dropped it down to the bottom and reeled it up some. I was talking to my girlfriend. I was just floating down there watching the balloons work the bank. Never been there before. Didn't know how deep I was. Nothing. Just felt it,
Yeah.
You know, rod says bump, bump, bump. I said, hang on, man, I got a bite. And I picked that rod up, and the boat spun in 2 circles and started going up the river. And I went, I got a good one. 80-pound catfish.
Golly. Big blue?
What's up, brother? Yeah.
Having any luck?
Oh, not yet.
Yeah, it's real pretty out here.
Yeah.
It is nice.
That's lucky enough, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah. And fish just a bonus, ain't it?
That's right.
That's right. We'll get some.
Yep.
But yeah, I got that fish and ended up one of my other rods had a 25-pound striper on it.
Phew. That's why they call you the fishing machine.
So blessed. No,
Yeah.
Blessed machine. That's what it is.
Yep.
It's all about getting blessed. Because otherwise I wouldn't be here.
No, I wouldn't
I
either.
wasn't able to fish last year because God made it where I couldn't fish. And had I fished, they told me I would have killed myself. You know what I do.
Yep.
They said you died and you wouldn't even have known you were going to die.
He takes care of us.
He took care of it.
Yep.
They asked me if I was scared when I went to the hospital. I'm not scared. I just want to know when I can go back to fishing.
Yeah.
Why ain't you scared? I said, God got my back.
That's right.
That's it. Excuse me.
You're all right, bud. Sorry if I was in your way there.
Story. Why do I catch fish? Because God says, all right, you can have that one. Otherwise, I wouldn't get one.
Yep.
How many times we sit in a boat with 10 other people, all 10 of them catching fish?
Yeah.
We can't even get a nibble.
Yeah.
It's all about being out here with God. Have you been seeing those eagles out here this morning?
I hadn't seen them this morning, but I heard them.
Okay. You know you got two of them here, you know, nests.
Yeah.
Maybe more now.
Well, guys, I'm going to have to charge my phone here. I'll be back on here a little bit later live once we get this phone charged.